Let's go to the beach. Today I share a review and time lapse of a very special beach puzzle. Plus, I share my entire beachy collection of puzzles with you. It's all about puzzles, purrs, and good times. And the beach. Let's go. Hey there, it's Vicki. Welcome to Puzzles and Purrs. And today I'm going to do a review and share a time lapse of a lovely Reverie puzzle called Summer Days. It is just gorgeous. If you are not familiar with the brand Reverie, they are an Australian puzzle brand and they are very hard to find in the US. And when you do, they are very expensive. So this is actually a puzzle that I swapped with someone for another Reverie puzzle that I had done. It is called Summer Days. It is 1,000 pieces. The artist who did this one is Lucy L, E-L-L. And it says she's an illustrator from the Czech Republic. And yeah, they have her Instagram and Twitter information here if you're interested. Then I'll tell you a little bit more about Reverie. It says in the back, our book-themed puzzles feature 1,000 sturdy pieces with a matte finish enclosed in a reusable drawstring bag. A quality reference card that doubles as an art print is also included. Share your favorite Reverie puzzles on Instagram. Okay, now, what I want to say is the pieces are indeed lovely. They are just matte and they feel so smooth. And look at this picture. First of all, you know I love pictures that have representation. I like seeing all different types of people and colors of people in this image. Just makes me feel good. Now, all of their puzzles that Reverie does aren't necessarily like something out of a book, right? Sometimes it's just an image and there's a book in it, like on there, on the blanket, and then the woman there is reading a book. Okay, so sometimes it's just tangentially book related, but other times it's actually like characters from a book or like a fairy tale type of puzzle. But this is just people reading on the beach. And since it's summer, I thought what better time to do this puzzle and then to share my beach collection. So let's start with this puzzle. Okay. So you open it up and like they mentioned on the back, it does come in this reusable drawstring bag. Why am I having a problem with that today? It's no seal, it's just a drawstring bag. Okay, I love that they're not wasting plastic. That's always great, you know, not wasting plastic. You have something that you can close. However, I have heard this mentioned on, I don't know whose channel it was, they were talking about their experience with Reverie puzzles. This bag is extraordinarily thick. Like it's burlap. It seems like burlap. It's probably not, but think about that kind of texture, okay? I've seen some puzzles with the drawstring bag have like a thinner velvet pouch. I've seen an organza drawstring bag. Now, in case you're wondering, well, what's the big deal with the thickness of the bag? Well, one of my only issues with Reverie puzzles, besides the price, they are really expensive. Like I said, I traded this for someone, but if you were to try to get a Reverie puzzle from a site in the US because of tariffs and all that stuff, you're looking at spending probably between $46 to $54. And that's without shipping or anything else. So they are very expensive. It's US dollars, very expensive puzzles. So like I said, I hardly have any issues with them, except the fact that this bag is very difficult to get back in the box and have the box close as nicely as it did when you are done with it. So you really have to finagle the bag, and I certainly don't want to force it because I don't want any of the lovely pieces to be damaged. So I kind of have to do this and move everything around nicely and try to flatten it out as much as possible. And even then, I feel like, oh, this isn't really working too well. But I may have gotten it there. Let's see. Hey, not too bad. Anyway, I just don't, well, you know, I, I don't think it should require this much work to get a puzzle back in a box. And I do think a lot of it is just the bag and how cumbersome it is. I would not suggest having a bigger box because I think the box is a great size. I do not like big boxes. Anyone that collects puzzles or has even, a fairly decent amount of puzzles, even if you have like 20 puzzles, the bigger boxes just take up more room. And so a box like this is really nice. But maybe, okay, I've gone on with the bag long enough. Okay, let's open it up. The pieces are the same type of shapes you would find in a Ravensburger or White Mountain puzzle. So nice variety of shapes. They're obviously not as big as a White Mountain puzzle. I do have a Ravensburger puzzle here, so later we can take a look and see how close they are in size to that. But they have brownish cardboard background. But just really, the pieces feel lovely. They are so smooth. The colors are always exactly what you are getting on the box and in the picture. So let me show you. They mentioned there was an art print suitable for framing. They're beautiful. It's not just a piece of paper. It's like a little thicker, kind of like a cardstock, maybe even thicker than that. But look how pretty that is. I mean, that is just stunning. I want to be on this beach. I want to be reading under the umbrella. So pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it. One of my favorite details is the seagull right there, getting his fish and chips on. Cute. Okay. So when it comes to the thickness of the pieces, it's a fine thickness. They're not super thick. Okay. Yeah, they're fine. So those are the pieces. And as far as puzzling this was concerned, I would say there were parts of this puzzle that were very pleasant and easy to build. For me, that was the blanket, the people on the beach, the kite, the umbrella, those kinds of things. Then there were parts of this puzzle, oh, the water. I even found the water not too bad. Then there were parts of this puzzle that were a little more difficult. The sky, but I do like a sky, so I didn't mind it that much. The parts of this that were the trickiest were the sand and for sure the trees and the green, all the greenery. I want to say that this palm tree here was the last thing we completed because that was just for us the trickiest. So it wasn't like an crazy hard puzzle, but it was a little harder than I like, but it was still fun. It was a wonderful experience puzzling it. And after I share my other summer puzzles with you, not summer puzzles, my other beach themed puzzles with you, you can stay tuned. There's going to be a fun time lapse with fun music, all that good stuff. Yeah, okay. Now, before I share my beach puzzles with you, I want to share a few things about beach puzzles. Okay, number one is that I have a great deal, and I've done more than this that I no longer have, of White Mountain beach themed puzzles. If you're wondering why, I don't know. I have some guesses as to why White Mountain makes so many beach themed puzzles. For me, I would say the reason is it's an easy subject, right? Everyone loves the beach. I mean, almost everyone. The beach is beautiful. It's easy to make a puzzle with a beach in it because you already have like your gorgeous setting. Um, if it's summer, people want to do a beach themed puzzle. If it's cold out, people are like, ooh, I want to do a beach puzzle and think about warmer days. To me, I will say, it seems almost like a cop out though that White Mountain does so many beach themed puzzles, kind of like all their collage puzzles with just collage images. It just seems like an easy puzzle. I don't know. You may disagree with me, and that's fine. And I love White Mountain puzzles, but the plethora of beach puzzles that they come up with each year is just, I don't know. I won't keep buying them. It's like, how many things can you do on a beach? I get it. There's kids on a beach. There's animals on a beach. There's dogs on a beach. There's a house near the beach. There's a cabin near the beach. There's I don't know, kites by a beach. There's balloons near a beach. We get it. You could do a lot of things near the beach. Off my soapbox. So that is why when I say, oh, I have beach puzzles to share, These are my White Mountains. And by the way, can remember in a previous video, I got rid of 81 White Mountain puzzles. So there were probably some beach ones in there. Plus, I've done many White Mountain beach puzzles that I no longer have. So this is a small fraction of their beach puzzles. So this is all the White Mountains, and these are other brands. Okay, so yeah, White Mountain loves them a beach puzzle. Okay, let's go. But then again, I have bought these, so I'm going to save this one just because I'll save that to the end, I think. Okay, Coastal Paradise. This is by Chris Bigelow, and I've had this for a while, Chris. I must confess, the reason I haven't done it yet, this tree, the blooms, has kind of scared me, terrified me. I'm like, that looks really hard. So I have not done this yet, but I want to do it soon. I mean, there's a dog, just a little kitty right there. So cute. Coastal Paradise. And by the way, this looks a lot like where I live. Like my house has like this balcony that overlooks the coast. I am completely inland. But wouldn't it be nice to live here or have like some kind of Mediterranean beach house or something? It's just beautiful. So pretty. Okay, Coastal Paradise, Chris Bigelow. Ah, that looks so hard. Okay, that's the first one. And yes, okay, moving on. Rainbow Umbrellas by Joelle McIntyre. Why haven't I gotten to this one yet? Honestly, this whole area. I mentioned to you I like a sky, so it's not the sky that's intimidating to me, but this, yikes. But very pretty beach. Those umbrellas look really pretty. I have one that's similar to this, and I bet Joelle McIntyre did it too. Let me just pull it out, because of course it's on the bottom. Joelle McIntyre. This was 1,000 pieces, and this one is 500 pieces, and it's called Rainbow Chairs. And again, you know, they're like, what can we put on a beach? Oh, I know, let's put a bunch of umbrellas on a beach. Okay, we already did that. What should we do now? We need more beach puzzles. I know, let's put rainbow chairs on a beach. So here, again, this bottom part, I don't know. That looks very tricky to me. So that's probably why I haven't done this one. But this one is 500 pieces. So it's a little less intimidating, but I'll show you both. Very pretty. Okay. This one is called Low Tide, and it's kind of from the porch or, yeah, sun porch of a beach house. And you have the colorful chairs, which I think will actually be fun to work. I think this ceiling here will be good to work. This doesn't look that bad to me. I think this might be a fun one. The art is by Tracy Flickinger. I think there is enough variety and enough things going on here that pardon our dust. I don't know. What the what? Okay. Oh, you know what's cool? You are watching on video, so you can see that whole thing happen. I just heard it. Okay. You see now a more esteemed YouTube content person would cut that out. I will not. I will not. You are here to see everything at Puzzles and Purrs, warts and all. I don't have any warts, but I do mess up a lot. So yeah. Okay. Tracy Flickinger. Next. Tidal Pool by Mary Thompson. This is a seek and find, and it has, according to this, over 20 hidden images. And yeah, I will show you how that works. So it's really pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love that sky. And this just looks like a lot of fun. I would love to be in this tidal pool. You know, the water could be tricky. There is some stuff going on in the water though, so maybe it won't be that bad. So the way the White Mountain Seek and Finds work is they come with this paper here, which tells you what you're looking for. Can you find all 45 hidden objects below as you build this puzzle? Have fun and keep an eye out. Okay. 3 kites. Well, let's just see if quickly we can find 3 kites. Well, I'll let you look first. Yeah, I still haven't seen one. Okay, now I'm going to look quickly. No. Oh, I found one. I found one. Okay, that's the one. Well, there's 2 more. So, if you get this puzzle, you can experience all the joy of seeking and then possibly finding. So, yay. Okay, Tidal Pool, 1,000 pieces, Mary Thompson. Next, my mother-in-law gave me this one. It is called Happy Hour. It's by Lori Shorey, 1,000 pieces. And there's a lot going on here. Just a lot of crazy stuff. Okay, this is a wacky beach because it's only like birds, I don't know, bird creatures, flying winged creatures, things that don't fly. I don't know. I don't know if flamingos fly. I think they do. I think they fly short distances. I have no idea. But yeah, they're the only inhabitants of the beach. There's no people. I mean, is that guy having a margarita or whatever that is? I'm not a drinker. I don't know. They look like they're having a great time. But yeah, really cute puzzle. And I bet it's a happy hour for these guys. Okay, next, beach umbrellas. This is a very busy beach, but it's really cute. 500 pieces, Joelle McIntyre. She is the queen of, I guess, beaches and umbrellas. Isn't that pretty? I think this one's going to be fun. There's a lot of different things in it, and there's a plane carrying a banner that says, "Will you marry me?" Which is really, really cute. Okay, the last one I wanted to share with you was the puzzle that took a tumble. This one's called Seaside Dreams, and there's a beach right out there. See that? Beautiful. However, it is in a beach house that most of the puzzle is inside. And so I really like this one. I like that the beach wasn't made to be the primary location of the puzzle. It had more to do with the house. This is a David McLean puzzle. I love him. Kudos, David. There's even a puzzle at the table. There's a dog here. Let's see if he included a cat. Oh, yeah, there's a dog going out the door. This cat's like, when you get out there, I'm going to close this door and leave you stranded out there. I don't know if he's thinking that, but I love this room. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. So I like when White Mountain does a beach puzzle that includes the beach, but the beach isn't the entire component. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they should never do beach puzzles again, but maybe a little less beach puzzles. Okay, that concludes the White Mountain portion of our video. Next, we will move on to other brands. Okay, this is a Ravensburger 1,000 piece puzzle. Got it at the thrift store. It is called Beachfront Getaway by Nancy Wernersbach. Excuse me, I'm just trying to cut through the tape because I want to compare the pieces to the piece size to the sizes of the Reverie puzzle. Look how pretty that is. Again, the whole focus is not the beach. That's what drew me to this one. I probably wouldn't have gotten it if it was just a beach front puzzle, but I love the room. I love all the different stuff going on with the view, because who wouldn't love this view? Beautiful. Okay, let's open it up and see, where am I not? There we go. I can get this piece of tape, but that's fine. Okay, so these might actually be a little bit bigger than the Reverie pieces. Let's look. I don't know why my voice went up so high there. That was weird. Felt like Peter Brady during that song, It's Time to Change, on the Brady Bunch. I don't know if anyone here watched the Brady Bunch. I was raised on the Brady Bunch and always thought I wanted to have 6 kids because it looked like so much fun, especially I was an only child. Well, not was. I am an only child. It didn't change at some point. And they have this song. They're going to be on like some TV show Variety Hour, and they have to sing this song. And Peter, one of the teenage boys, one of the Brady kids, his voice changes. Maybe he wasn't teenager. Maybe he was like 12 or 13. But anyway, his voice changes, and he's having all these fluctuations when he sings. So it went really high, which is tangent over. Okay, here we go. So this is a Ravensburger sized piece. And this is a Reverie sized piece. So very, very close in size. So yeah, I'd say they're very similar to Ravensburger sized pieces. Okay, let's move on. This one is called Aruba. It is a dowdle puzzle by Eric Dowdle. And I got this one. I actually got rid of a number of dowdle puzzles I had because I'm like, oh, they're usually pretty difficult. But I kept this one because I want to go to Aruba. It looks gorgeous. Love, love, love. And it's 500 pieces. Next, this Wentworth wooden puzzle, which I shared in a previous video, called Beach Time. Now, there is no beach here specifically, but it is a beach house. So I thought I would include this in our little roundup. Beach Time, Randy Wallenman, 245 pieces. Isn't that beautiful? Next, this was a recent addition to the collection. It is from Olivia Gibbs. It's called Breakfast View, 1,000 pieces. And again, it's not just the beach. There is other stuff going on that really makes it interesting to me. This is a villager puzzle, and I don't even know where I got this. I might have got this in Canada. No, because it's there, so I did not get it in Canada. Okay, it's a villager puzzle called Salt Spring Island. It's 1,000 pieces with artwork by Anja Jane, and she is from British Columbia. Okay, I don't know if this technically qualifies as a beach. It might be a lake, but I don't know. I just like it because you can see the guy's bum. It's kind of funny. So very cute puzzle. I'm looking forward to doing this one. Okay, this one is called Mermaids, and I don't know if there was an artist here. I remember when I shared it first, there was not, or I couldn't find it. Let me show it to you first. It is a double-sided puzzle, so there's mermaids on the beach. These are the two images that come in the puzzle. I mean, it's one puzzle, but with double sides. You got mermaids on the beach, and then you have this underwater scene. Okay, the brand on this one is RP Studios illustration. Oh, there was an illustration. Paula Zohright, RP Studio. And finally, concluding my beachy puzzle collection is this one here called Sand Shark Bar by New York Puzzle Company, 500 pieces, and the art on this one is Janet Hill. How fun does that look? I mean, not to puzzle because the sky honestly looks really hard, but being there looks super fun, doesn't it? It's so whimsical, and I love the, I don't know, 50s vibe. Very, very cool. Okay, so there you have it. Let me know if you have any of these. Do you like beach puzzles? Which of these was your favorite? And please stick around and watch the time lapse of how summer days came together. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you like this video, please give a like. Please subscribe if you have not already. Hype it up, do all the things, tell people about it, all the things. Okay, thank you so much. We'll see you next time, but stick around, time lapse is coming.